How often do we view our darkest hours as the breeding ground for our most profound growth? An intriguing thought to ponder, isn't it? Let's embark on a journey through the garden of life. Picture a tiny seed buried in the dark, cold earth. It's a hostile environment, isn't it? Yet this is the very place where the seed begins its transformation into a magnificent tree. Consider the story of the late, great Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 long years in prison, isolated and seemingly forgotten. But it was within those cold, harsh prison walls that Mandela cultivated resilience, patience, and an unshakable belief in justice. Upon his release, Mandela didn't just survive, he thrived, leading South Africa toward a brighter, more equitable future. His darkest hour wasn't a pit of despair, it was a crucible, forging him into an instrument of change. What about Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani girl who stood up for the right to education? Her darkest hour came when she was shot by the Taliban, but even this horrific act couldn't silence her. Instead, she emerged stronger and more determined, becoming a beacon of hope and courage for girls all over the world. And then there's Nick Vujicic, born without arms and legs. His physical condition could have been a source of constant despair. Instead, he chose to see it as a unique opportunity, a catalyst for growth. Today, Vujicic is a motivational speaker, inspiring millions with his message of hope and resilience. These stories, and countless others like them, teach us a powerful lesson. Our darkest hours are not dead ends, they are simply detours, guiding us toward new paths of growth and discovery. So what can we take away from this discussion? Firstly, adversity is not something to be feared. Instead, it should be welcomed as a necessary part of our journey. It is through our struggles that we develop resilience, courage, and strength. Secondly, our darkest hours are often the precursor to our greatest growth. From the seed's transformation into a tree to Mandela's metamorphosis into a leader, adversity serves as a catalyst, sparking extraordinary growth and change. Finally, we're not defined by our circumstances. Instead, we are defined by how we respond to them, whether it's Malala's courage in the face of terror or Vujicic's unwavering optimism. It's our reaction to adversity that shapes us. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of a dark hour, remember this, it's just the beginning of your next growth spurt. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you forward. Because as the saying goes, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. And dawn is nothing but the promise of a new day, a new beginning, and a new opportunity for growth.